Okay, I got my brand new iPhone 5 earlier today from Manhasset, and I was about to do a speakeasy speed test on my iPhone 5 when I realized that I think this thing actually has a grounding problem similar to how the iPhone 4 had an antenna gate, where what it was on the side of the phone, if you remember, which I think everybody does because it was big news. On the side of the phone, right here, if you touch the band, there's like a band right there. If you touch that, the phone would, basically it would be grounded. And what would end up happening is you would start losing signal. Now, I noticed that, okay, as you know, the back of this phone is now all metal. And I noticed that while I was using it, because I was about to do a speakeasy speed test using the LTE, I noticed that by putting it on my arm, it seemed that I was basically grounding the antenna. Like, for instance, look at this. Now, you can try to repeat this elsewhere. You see I have 3 bars, AT&T, LTE, right? Now, if I take this phone, and I put it on my arm, if I put it right on my arm, take a look at the antenna speed. Notice that 1, 2, gone. Now, watch this. I'm going to just drop it, put it right on the bed. 1, 2, back, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? Now, I put it back on my arm. Watch this. Okay. 1. Let's watch. 1. You see this? I could be wrong, but you can try repeating this test. You could try repeating this test if you want, but I took it. Okay, so it's only 1 bar right now. Let me slide a little bit more up my arm. If I slide a little bit more up my arm, let's see what happens. Alright, I'm going to put it on the bed. Let's see, that's 3, 4. Now, let's see what happens if I put it on my leg. Or if I put it on my knee. I'm going to put it right on my leg. Because I noticed that when I put it on my leg, it was as if I started losing signal right away. Yeah, you see this? I couldn't make this shit up. You mean to tell me fucking AT&T wouldn't allow me to upgrade until June 13th, and now I buy this fucking thing for $489, and this is what happens. So AT&T wouldn't allow me to upgrade until June 13th, so I ended up having to pay my own money, and I spent almost $500. This is a 16 gigabyte. I spent $480-something. AT&T wouldn't allow me to upgrade. And you mean to tell me that we're right back at antenna gate all over again? You know, I was a little disappointed because one of my relatives got 2 Galaxy S3s. He got one for him, he got one for his wife. And it has a bigger screen. Now, the body quality isn't as good as the iPhone. This is a lot sturdier. But I was left, when I bought this thing, even before I bought it, I was left feeling, you know, I wish I could just get a Galaxy S3 and break with AT&T because it had such a big screen. Now, you see this? We're down to 1 bar. It's just sitting on my leg. Now, watch this. I'm going to put it right on the bed. Watch this. And, you know, I was looking at the Galaxy S3, and I like to look at that. This is antenna gate all over again. It looks like I haven't heard anybody else say anything about it, so I guess I found it first. So I guess right now, if anybody sees this video and shares this video, I guess Apple's going to be really pissed off at me that I went out and spent almost $500 of my own money and then found out that they had a problem with their hardware yet again. So I guess all these people who are Apple, you know, haters, I guess when they see this video, I guess what they're going to end up saying is that, you know, they're going to end up with the Apple hate all over again. And, you know, I actually have to say what Apple should have done was they should have made this phone a little bit bigger. And I think they really should have learned from their lesson. Stop using metal antennas, especially if you were going to have problems with your with antenna grounding. They should have learned their lesson, but apparently they don't learn their lesson. So I guess all you Apple haters out there, I guess I just gave you some ammo, because up until now, you know, I'm an Apple lover. I'm on my 5th iPhone, and I bought other products like a MacBook Air. But after this, it's like I'm a little upset. I just spent $500. Oh well.